Hello everyone, welcome to my review of the Kerikit Vicki planner cover. This one is in the black anaconda, which is an embossed black leather with gunmetal hardware. It's beautiful. It's the smell of the leather, it's gorgeous, it's got a lovely texture to it. It's really nice. I didn't think I would ever like animal skin print leather, but having had the Kerikit croc for a while now, I thought I'd give this a try, and it was a nice size as well. If you don't want to go for a whole bag, it's quite nice to have something in this size as well. It is beautiful and soft. So I'm going to show you how I have it packed as a planner first of all, and then I've got some other ways I'm going to show you that some things that might fit to give you some ideas about how else you might be able to use this if you don't use it for planning. So here we go. Right, so I hope this is quite a good angle to show you how this works. This struggle to find out the best way to do this one. So on the outside you have the clip to get in here. You have the two little press studs, so whether you've got a thinner or thicker journal. I've got quite a thick journal in here and I'm using the outer one, but I've still got some space in there as well to go any further. On the back, on the right way, you have this pocket on the back, like a slip pocket here, which actually separates this piece from the main part of the planner, which does actually give you a bit of room. Like, it feels like, you know, a decent amount of room. I can easily fit my phone just to slip in here, or you can put it in the zip pocket. I probably would use the zip pocket more than I would just slipping it in, and I currently have a little eye cloth for my glasses in there. Just because, and my phone screen obviously as well. I think if I put a phone in here and slipped it, I'm the sort of person that will walk around the office and go like that. And it is quite loose, so it would fall out. So be mindful, zipper pocket is probably a safer option for it. Or if you're carrying around a little poppy or something, that would easily fit in there. Pens do fit in. I've got a pen here. Quite nicely, you can get some pens in there as well. The only thing I found if I did with the pens is that when you then put it down, it became a bit rocky, which I didn't quite like. But if you were going to a meeting and you wanted to carry more than one pen from the pen loop, you could actually add a few extra pens in there. But I tend to use these ones with the elastic on them, so I can wrap it around there, so I can carry a larger set of pens with me. So that's, there's so many pockets on this thing. And under the zip one, there's another one, and in here I just got a little notebook slipped in there as well. It's quite a thin one, but I would keep anything relatively flat or thin. The phone is fine. Anything too round just makes it a little bit rocky. Whilst it fits, it just makes it a bit rocky when you put it down to use it. So going on to the inside, you have the little pen loops there to put a pen just there. I tend to carry more than one pen, so I'm not using the loop. And then as you open it up, you have, let me just start on the back. So on the back piece, this is also separate, and you've got a slip pocket here. I've actually got some letters from the school. I'm using it for planning, this one. I have the information in the planner, but there's sort of letters I want to keep just in case I need them or need to share them on the WhatsApp group because somebody else has lost the letter. If I was using this for work, an A4 sheet would happily fit in there, just that I've cut the permission slips off the bottom of these ones, so they're not A4 now. They were originally. And then I have the Foxy Fit planner in mine. I don't do a lot of decorating of my planners. I just use them as they are. I put the occasional little stickers here and there. I tend to be quite a plain, I want to plan, but I just want it to be relatively plain and simple. But I have my little Note Pals stickers there. These are card size, so obviously didn't fit all. None of them have kind of like a larger slip down. Would be quite nice if one of them, maybe the top one did, so you could get something a little bit taller in one of them. But the ones I'm currently using are kind of a long thin one, so that fits fine. But the smaller, squarer post-it notes would fit quite easily in there. So behind that, there's a slip pocket here, lots of slip pockets, and in here I have a pile of varying stickers from ones that I use. I quite like these seasonal Carpe Diem ones. and they're A5, they're for an A5 planner from Kerikit, so they're quite small and quite neat, and they fit height-wise in there. That was from another sticker book where I had to kind of trim down the page and cut one in half just to get them to fit inside. This is an A5 planner, so just be mindful when you're picking in the sticker books that you're picking the smaller sizes or ones that you can actually. This one had an easy place for me to cut that one in half, so that's those. I'll try to put that there as well. And then on the back side, again, you have the identical slip pocket, but rather than the card slots, you have 3 little elastics where you can put clips or paper clips. It's not really for a pen. I did try the pen fits, but again, you're then trying to write on the pen. But again, if it was just for an emergency, being able to close something, even with that, a couple of pens sitting there, I can easily close that up with a really thick planner. So that does work. Just you might want to think through that one, how you're using it there. These are the stickers that came with my Foxy Fit planner, and they did fit in that slip pocket as well. And then the actual planner actually has a pocket on the back, and I've got some tickets just sitting in there securely for fireworks night. I haven't quite worked out what I'd put in here, probably a photo, but I have the printer that does the small size for the luggage tags, which is obviously, this is much smaller than this, so just trying to work out a good picture for that, but you can get quite a lot in there. Now I'm going to try and get this out. So you have to kind of bend your planner quite a bit. So obviously if you had a soft back, a soft cover on your planner, that would be a little bit easier. Not that it's difficult because you wouldn't be taking it in and out very regularly anyway. And I think the hardback one gave it a lot more structure. So that's my Foxy Fit. You can see it's a really thick planner. This is the one that Kerry shows in the video when she tests them for us, because I was desperate to get this particular one because I really quite liked it, because I normally use classic happy planners, so this is a bit of a change. I'm enjoying it. So as you can see, that is floppy, bendy, do what you like, and it comes with its own 2 page dividers if you don't have them, but my book did, so I didn't need to worry about that. Actually flat down, it's just very, very thin. I'm actually relatively lightweight. You're not adding a huge amount of weight with this. The weight is only coming from the planner itself. So on to some other ideas. I am just going to quickly grab, it's out of my reach, the Kerikit journal, just to show you the size difference, the depth of the journal versus, so anyone that has that, you can see the planner I'm putting in here is considerably deeper than the Kerikit notebook, which also obviously fits very nicely in her planner. I did try, for those who do kind of the more traveller's journal style, to use the elastics. Now the elastics are fine if you've got some structure, so they fit okay there because there's more structure on this side. But once you put it into the middle, it does pull a little, so you have to be, whatever you're putting in here has to be the full length. I tried putting a smaller, I was trying to make sure I could secure an iPad in there, and it kind of pulled it down a little bit and kind of caused it to ruffle a little bit, but a proper sized, let me just try it, the notebook in there. So if you were doing it with a notebook, I haven't got that size in the traveller's journal. You can see it just kind of ruffled it down a bit, pulled down that edge. But it is something you could do if you prefer that style, or want to add something extra in there and just want one extra or something with a smaller planner, that would work. So that's those planners. Mini iPad. This is my mini iPad. This really is a very old iPad Mini 2, I think it is. It does still work. I use a 10.2 iPad, so I think we need to be working on Kerry to get some larger ones of these. But the mini iPad does fit. It fits really nicely inside the slip pocket. so you could take it like that and then pull it out. I did try to make sure I could attach it somehow, so that it was able to use it as you opened it. That didn't really, because of the bend in there, I couldn't quite get that to work. But it does quite happily sit inside there. And then this is a normal, same size as the Kerikit. I shall use the Kerikit one rather than mine. They're exactly the same size anyway. The Kerikit one. If I put that on just one side of the slip thing, I have a notebook. An iPad. So if you're using a smaller Kindle or Amazon Fire tablet that's kind of the iPad mini size, it would certainly fit in there. So you could carry it, but if you're particularly a paperwhite Kindle, if you're reading a book, you could have your book in there and your notebook. Yeah, it's actually quite a nice setup, and I'm going to get more of these probably in the spring summer colours, just I've got a lighter colour to go with it, and I will probably have a planner one and then maybe something more like this as a second setup in a different colour, so I could have a different one too, which I just thought was really cute. And there's space in there I could easily then add. Let me just put my note pals back in. My sticker book, just to show you that it's still going to take everything else I had in here along with my iPad. So that's another option. Also, just stickers out, note pals. Rather than an iPad, with the notebook, I actually have a matching to-do list and things that I got for work. I can get my to-do list thing to fit in here as well, and I can have that. So this is an A5 daily planner sheet that I sometimes take to work, just so that I can have that on the desk next to me, rather than flipping in to my work calendar if I just want to drop down some notes. Normally I just take a couple of sheets rather than the whole pad, but the whole pad does fit in here, and I have the matching notebook, so mine would be a nice little set of taking my daily planner along with a notebook and a pen and everything else. Again, really easy, and that's actually quite thin. It's not as thick as it was with the big planner, so that fits really easily. I can't think of any other ways that you could pack it up, but if anyone does want to see me try something else, I'm more than happy to do so. I think it really has to be planning, bullet journals, notebooks and small iPad-y, Amazon tablet, Kindle type items. They all fit really nicely, and it's very beautiful. So I'm really pleased with my Vicki journal, and I will be getting more colours in this for sure. Nice addition to my collection, and that's just with the one notebook in it. It's actually you've actually got to put it on the second one. That's very loose, so it was just using a notebook completely on its own. Or a small, the bullet journals are kind of more this size, I believe, so it's really nice and slim. So there you go, the Kerikit Vicki journal cover. Hope you found that useful.